but someone is going to be sacrificed. Subtle romance subplot. Hi, hello, long time no see. It's been, I don't know how many months since my last video, but here we are again, try out something new, because my previous reading vlogs were just like, oh, a weekend of reading, but then I never really finished a book. So this time I'm going to try and read one book during this vlog. So I'll just vlog until I finish the book. The book I am going to read during this vlog, so the reading vlog will be for the Sunbearer Trials by Aidan Thomas. I'm super excited for this release because I've read Aidan Thomas's debut novel Cemetery Boys and Into the Neverwoods. Lost in the Neverwoods. I've read them both and really liked them. I think Cemetery Boys was my favorite. I liked Lost in the Neverwoods, but it was a very different vibe from Cemetery Boys, which I think had a lot more humor than Lost in the Neverwoods, which is way more mystery and more serious. They're very different books, but I like them both. I'm very excited for this book because I saw Aidan's tweet when they were first working on this book and they said it was like their version of Percy Jackson, but then like Latinx inspired, and I was just like, sign me up. So fun fact about me, I usually pick up books based on like a one sentence summary. I don't really read synopsises that much. Synopsises. I just like to know the bare minimum of the book, like know the themes and the vibe, and that's it, and then I just jump in. So I have a few people that I trust and I look towards their reviews, and then I'm like, oh, okay, you liked it, then I'm probably gonna like it too. So today I went to the city. I looked at books and I bought one book actually, so I have like a very tiny book haul to show you. It's a very popular one nowadays. If you are into cozy fantasy and you've been around, you probably know the title. I was holding it upside down. It's Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. Again, I'm a reader who doesn't like to know too much about this, but it's like cottagecore vibes, it's cozy fantasy. That's all I need to know. It's also kind of massive. Oh right, I liked it because it was like in this small Scandinavian town, Norwegian town. And she has like a handsome academic rival and they're both studying fairies, I think. Yeah, all I need to know. So yeah, like I said, I went into the city today. I did film something, so if you want to watch it, then just keep watching because here it is. Theo, the main character, has such bisexual energy. Look at this. You're also covered in soot, Humek added. Theo clicked his tongue and pointed finger guns at the annoyed priest. You got me there! Okay, they keep talking about quetzals, which is the important bird, because Theo, the main character, is like bird boy. But I have no idea what they look like, so let's find out. Oh, look at that face. Okay, that's pretty though. That's a pretty bird. Cool. It's the next day and I have been reading the Sunbearer Trials, like I said I would. Yay! I'm currently on page 66, which is an interesting number, and I thought I would update you a little on what the story is about, because not everyone is like me, and some people actually want to know what the book is about before they decide to read it. The book is pitched, or was pitched, by Aiden as their version of Percy Jackson, but I'm also definitely seeing some vibes, some Hunger Game vibes. Getting into the world building of this book would take a long time because there's a lot of world building, but it's done beautifully, I think, because the book starts with this sort of creation story about how the gods in this world came to be and what happened, and it's very easy to follow, and you can always just flip back and just reread it again if you're a bit confused. So that was perfect, but I'm not gonna tell you all about that. Just bear in mind there are gods in this world, and there are like major gods and minor gods, or major deities and minor deities, and the major are called the golds and the minors are called the jades. So our main character is a jade, which means they're from a minor deity, and this means the chances of Theo, our main character, are very slim of being picked for this trial, the Hunger Games vibe, for this trial that occurs every 10 years. This trial is to make sure that the evil gods, which I have not mentioned, but there are evil gods, to make sure that they don't take over the world. A lot of the children from the gods are being chosen, but mostly they're gold, so Theo is like, I'm totally fine. This is not a total spoiler, because you can probably already guess it, our main character is chosen. And already I think the main character is super likable and super interesting. Just the other characters are so full of life, and they're really like diverse and interesting. Theo's best friend is like a very buff and strong woman, and we see some beautiful diversity with the gods as well. Many of them are referred to with they, and their descriptions, the way they look, they're just so imaginative and so interesting, and I'm just really liking it so far, and it reads super quickly. I'm immediately hooked because I want to know what's going to happen with the trial. Now, if you want to know how strong his best friend is, before Theo could stop her, she turned and banged her fist on the door. Unfortunately, it hadn't been closed all the way, so it flew open and slammed into the wall. Hi, good morning. It is now Sunday. I just wanted to quickly update you what's on the agenda for today. Obviously reading. I am super into the Sunbearer Trials. I'm like almost halfway through the book. It's like 400 pages and I'm on page 166. Again with the 66. It is exciting and tense, and I'm rooting for the main character, and subtle romance subplot has been introduced, which I am here for because it's sort of childhood to lovers, I think. Other than that, today is D&D day. Around 1 p.m. my friends will come over to play D&D, and I'm going to be the dungeon master, so that means I have to prepare for the session this morning, but hopefully it won't take me too long. But yeah, that's what we've been doing today. Made me laugh out loud. I'm not a bird, like the main character Theo specifies. I've got wings, yes, but the rest of me is a 100% human. You're also half a god though, Theo pointed out. So you're like 25% human, 25% bird, and 25% bird god, Nia said, counting off on her fingers. That's only 75%, Theo told her. She's terrible at math, Theo whispered. I love Nia, she's bad at math, and I can relate. Hi, again. Did I vlog today? Not very much. It did show you, I think you saw a clip of me reading in the afternoon before people arrived for D&D, but then D&D started and I was just focused. I'm reading again because I literally cannot stop reading this book. It's been so fun. It's just such a nice narrative structure, like characters competing in a trial, and it's super dangerous and it brings tension, but they grow and they learn more about themselves. Aiden's vision about these trials and these different cities, it's just amazing. It's so creative, and like the trials themselves are also really creative. It's not just like simple fight each other. It's really interesting so far, and I'm loving it. I am done with work for today. I can finally read again. I did read yesterday, by the way. It's not like I did not read on Monday. I'm not that type of person. No, it's totally fine not to read every day. I didn't film it, but I did finish. I was co-reading a book with a friend of mine where we like go on Discord and we voice chat to each other while we read, or well, not while we read, but sometimes we go in like, did you just read that? Because that was insane, or that was like very funny. It was The Color of Magic by Terry Pratchett, because I have never, believe it or not, read a Terry Pratchett book, and I was like, I need to change that. My dear friend, are you with me? And she was like, yeah, I am with you. And then we read this and we were like, this is not great for some reason, because I think maybe our expectations were like sky high, but on the other hand, the ratings for the Terry Pratchett for the Discworld books are insanely high, and people are like obsessed with it, and I want to be obsessed with it too. So I was super disappointed, but then I read that people were like, this is not the greatest book to start with. So I'm gonna give it another try. Maybe the Witches or the Death series, because I really like Death as a character, so who knows. But little side tangent, I did read yesterday, read this. Hi, hello, welcome to my fake fireplace. But seriously, if you have never read with like a fake fireplace on, highly recommend. I've been reading a lot actually. I have less than 100 pages left. I'm here. And it has just been exciting. Because Aiden's humor is so great and so fun, I tend to forget that this also has some like dark elements to it, because someone wins these trials, but someone is going to be sacrificed. And they're all kids. It's hinted that the person who's last will be sacrificed, and things are not looking great right now, so I'm very stressed. I was just enjoying this magical tale and discovering the world and all the magic and all the wonder and the gods, and then suddenly it's like, actually, all these characters that you've grown attached to, maybe one of them will die. So I really want to finish it, but I don't think I'm gonna finish it tonight. My eyes are getting very tired and my brain is getting tired because I've been reading for like 2 hours non-stop. I can definitely finish it tomorrow. I need to finish it tomorrow, so I will update you tomorrow and we will finish it together. Well, you know, I will finish it and then I will tell you to read it, most likely. fireplace is back because we are sitting down and finishing the Sunbearer Trials tonight, right now. My cake is in the oven, so I have something to eat to console me when I end up crying about the ending of this book. The cake literally couldn't have come at a better timing because it is getting tense and I'm just sitting here like, oh my god, what is going to happen? And so I am stress eating this cake that is still a little too hot, so I'm kind of burning my mouth, but that's how I feel right now. Oh my god. But seriously, book 2 is going to be epic. I feel like book 2 is going to be so cool and it's going to be like... Good morning. It is now the next day and I just wanted to coherently wrap up the book. Last night my emotions were all over the place and now I want to give you some more coherent thoughts and feelings. So my feelings have not changed while reading. I was mostly excited and really looking forward to this book. It was one of my most anticipated releases of last year, so I'm glad I picked it up pretty early because I think it was already out for a couple of months. This delivered. This was exactly what I had hoped it would be. It was fun. It had lovely characters. The friendships and the subtle romance subplot, everything that was in this book was great. I think the world building especially is something I have not read in a lot of books, especially YA fantasy books. It's just so imaginative. In my mind it was super colorful and just... I really felt like, oh, I want to visit this world because it just sounds so amazing. But also, like I said, the characters are also very great and the plot is just super fun. And sure, there are some points that you can kind of see coming. But like I said at the beginning, you know Tio, our main character, is going to get picked for the trials. But that honestly did not take away from my enjoyment at all. And there was still a very nice and juicy plot twist at the end. So overall, I highly recommend reading this because it reads super quickly. You get really into it. Colorful and creative and magical. And we have tons of queer characters and non-binary characters and just all types of characters. It was a 5 out of 5 star read for me. So that's it for this reading vlog. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again soon. Oh, and please, if you have read the book, this one, do let me know your thoughts in the comments. Yeah, talk to you in the comments or see you later. Bye bye.